Hey, welcome back to another video, guys. My name is Floyd, and today we are still here in Gordons Bay. So we'll talk about whatever comes to my mind, right? Because there's never a script with me, right? Let's talk about the plane ride from New York City to Johannesburg. So the plane ride was awesome. Service was good. Food was good. Got to Johannesburg, and I spent a few days in Joburg W Hotel, and actually W Hotel was a point reward stuff that I got, so it was pretty cheap. And now here in Cape Town, there is no such deal, so I'm just paying the price that they're asking for, which is not a whole lot. It's under the 300 range. Anyways, so my flight from Johannesburg to Cape Town was awesome as well. It was phenomenal. There's one thing on these local sectors, like when it comes to like snacks. I'm guessing because it's only like 2 hour flight, right? There's like no snacks. They don't offer you free snacks. There is snacks, I'm sorry, but it comes with a little bit of fee, right? So they would offer you to purchase snacks if you need snacks. So when we landed here in Cape Town, I'm not sure if you guys, how many of you are following me from a while back, but I was here in Cape Town before, like 5, 6 months ago, and we encountered this taxi guy from Zimbabwe who tried to, not try, but rip us off. Guess what? We actually run we actually got in contact with him again at the airport, right? He came to us, right, offering services, and my friend remembered him, and he was like, "Nah, I remember you from last time. You like double charges." He laughed about it. My friend wanted to confront him, but we just let that slide. So we choose a different Uber guy, not Uber, but Bolt. That guy that brought us here, he was so fair, and he charged us what Bolt actually charged. And because he was so fair, so honest, and so nice, that I actually give him whatever the price was. I gave him half of that, so it's like one and a half, right? Because he was so honest and so kind. And when you meet people like that, it's best for you to, give them a little extra, and they take care of you, you take care of them, sort of thing. All right, so that's about traveling here. So let's talk a little bit about the Airbnb here. The Airbnb here, I love it. If I had to compare the Airbnb here to the one in Johannesburg, I would go for this one, not the Airbnb. There's a hotel in Johannesburg. There's an Airbnb here. Sorry for all of the mistake, guys. So the hotel in Johannesburg, it had a stench to it, which I mentioned in another video. There weren't much windows. This Airbnb, love it, love it. There's windows everywhere, in the bathroom, the bedroom, all around. There's windows, so it feels like you're outside, right? It kind of give you that inside, outside, outside, inside living. So I love that, love that. And they've past couple of days, the videos that I made, you guys can see I was sitting by that front window. So imagine those kind of windows all around, right? So it's really, really amazing. And like I said, that was like under 300 for like 10 days. So you could just choose a number, but it's under that price range. Let's compare KFC. So in Johannesburg, we tried a KFC one night. We were like pretty hungry. Chicken was spoiled. So we decided to do that here to see if it's a KFC thing, right? But like I said in that last video, I'm assuming because of load shedding and all of that. And the KFC here was phenomenal. Taste the way it's supposed to taste, right? So it wasn't a KFC problem. I'm thinking it was just load shedding, and the chicken, they just use some kind of spoiled chicken, right? Load shedding, since I touched on that, I talk about that. So in Johannesburg, well, I'm guessing the entire South Africa have the load shedding problem, right? But I remember load shedding twice in Joburg. Since we've been here like twice as well, maybe more, but I haven't experienced more because when we go out, maybe there's load shedding. We don't know, right? Come back in, you shower, you go to sleep. You don't care if there's light or not, right? So I've experienced that twice. So love South Africa. as you guys already know that. Um, I'm gonna invite friends from the West to come visit. Well, okay, so I did propose this before to friends to come visit, but a lot of people are scared of flying, scared of Africa, because Africa, the way they portray Africa in the West, right? So you have to come to see it's this, right? How beautiful this is. So I hope all of my friends in the US could see how beautiful this is. Look at the background, right? Um, Even my family is, still a bit repugnant because they think of things that happened in the past, right? Apartheid and all those kind of stuff, right? Maybe those things are still happening, but I don't live here full time, right? But I'm sure it's probably still happening. But you have to convince them, change their mindset for them to come into the new, I guess, Africa millennium or whatever, however you want to phrase that. Yeah, guys, let me tell you about bags and a cheaper way of not paying too much on your bags, right? So internationally, right, from the US here to South Africa, you allow 23 kilos, right? And I did this before, like I said last, I did this twice actually, right? So, but I learned from my mistake from the last time. I pay for my bags from the US, right? Joburg to Cape Town, right? And that number I paid for bag was not exactly sure, but it was between $35 and $45. So it's any number in between that range, right? But what I learned from the last time, flying from Joburg to Cape Town, the one bag was 250 rands. So imagine how much I save, right? Between 35 and 45 and 250 rands, right? So I learned from last time. So this time when I came and I had like, 6 bags, whatever. So I pay for my bags from here and not the US because the US would give you US quote, right? Prices, right? So I paid 250 per bag, and 250 is equivalent to, I don't know how many US that is, maybe 17, 18 if I had to guess. So that is the amount you would save. So if you're doing something like that from the US to Joburg to Cape Town, it's best for you to get to Joburg and then you pay for your bags from Joburg instead of paying for them wherever your starting point destination is, right? Other thing I want to touch on is the Airbnb here. I found there is a few roaches. Not a big problem, but because they have a spray they provide for us, plus we bring our own stuff from the US. Um, and I'm from New York, right? So we're accustomed to roaches and rats. They're everywhere in the subway and all of that. So that wasn't a big issue. But hopefully if they want to see this video, they would actually spray out before guests come by. So um, people like me, other guys don't have to talk about this because it looked bad on them. But it really wasn't a big deal. They're just about 4 or 5 roaches and we get rid of them. And yeah, that was it for the Airbnb. So what I've noticed here in this Gordon Bay area, especially particularly where I'm at, there's a lot of development. It looks like a new town. Maybe you could pan the camera around so they can see, like, especially down in this part, there's like so much new development. Like over there, I'm not sure if you guys can see, there's all like new buildings, a lot of construction happening there. So I'm guessing the area is growing, and not sure if I mentioned this. I think I did actually. Really love this place, and I'm thinking about relocating at some point. Don't know exactly when, and but there's other places we're gonna venture out to and see. The one, which one of the neighborhood I'm actually in love with. But so far so good. This one is very tranquil, very quiet. Seems kind of a little bit sleepy-ish. If I had to guess, maybe there are lots of older people, because they're not much happening, right? So I do like that too, but not too much of that because I don't want to get too crazy. Because from New York, you're accustomed to hear like a fire truck, a police car, So if I'm gonna live in a place like this or something like this, I must be at least 5 to 7 minutes away from the city, so it's easy for me to get to the city. Also, since I'm speaking of that, the ride from the airport was like about 35-40 minutes, which wasn't bad, but I rather be about 25 to 30 minutes from an airport wherever I go. But it wasn't bad at all, and ride was smooth. Let me touch also on the weather here in Cape Town, which I find strange and another word, strange and can't find another word right now. So you can get all 4 seasons in one day. Me and my friend talk about this. I talked to a friend back in Johannesburg about this as well. It's like 1 hour is windy, like right now. I'm not sure if you guys can see my shirt is blowing, right? Then another hour is like really hot, and then it's rain, and then it's cold. So it's like it's crazy. It changes rapidly, like really, really, really fast here. It's different to Johannesburg. So that's my experience on the weather. I'm not sure if that's the way it's really like, but that's what I experienced. So I'm thinking this is over a 10-minute video, so I would stop here for now and take this opportunity now to ask you guys to please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with at least one friend. And if there's anything you guys would like to see or know about the neighborhood, any questions, please feel free to comment in the comment section. Let me know, and I'm willing to get that done. And peace.